Justice Department. If you continue to let this go on with Boosie and his lies about when MO3 talked about me in inbox, I'm asking for a civil suit for 30 million from Boosie. Now people think I'm out of it and lies and deception going on. And and God don't like that. God don't like it when we talk about honesty and talk about that. He mentioned God's name. He said he is all my brother's keeper. But God said you ain't my keeper. Keepers, brothers keepers keep it real. And everybody wanna lie, but Trump know the truth. Joe Biden know the truth. Obama and them knows the truth. Ask them, they know the truth. They know the truth of what you did and what you lied about. They know the truth of you and MO3. Y'all terrorizing me and saying racist names out there. You dumb and retarded. And you said Senator Harris gave me her word. You know what Trump told? This was about Social Security and everybody lying. You know what Trump told Obama and Joe Biden? We did nothing wrong. That was for us. When I was being racial profiled, that's the thing. I was being racial profiled and terrorized and called out of my name. But you and MO3, y'all took from me. But God said, you celebrate. You celebrate with your lies and your racism. You celebrate with your understanding and all of these things that's going on. You know, I didn't just call DJ Envy. I got the New York Network and New York Bars number. Real people heard me out instead than DJ Envy listening to lies. iHeartRadio heard me out instead of listening to lies that's going on, right? Why you think, how you think Boosie, BG got out early and you laughing about it? That ain't nothing funny to put somebody through that lying shit to come up. That ain't funny. That ain't funny at all, man, to put somebody through that. Because y'all wanted to do anything to come up and lie. The devil ain't on your back. God is on your back. You don't know God. God is on your back. You say your name carry weight, God name carry weight. This is about Social Security. This is what this is about. This ain't got nothing to do. Y'all made it to come up and call me out my name. So I go what I did. I started acknowledging myself, picking up a book. Let me something happened to me in my family. You know what I asked? I just messaged the civil rights and the U.S. Marshal to arrest the Justice Department with them. Inbox, you know you was wrong. Why MO3 and them and y'all take money and lie with the community. But this dude want to threaten me? Let the chips fall where the chips fall. But I promise you, you ain't gonna beat your murder charge. I promise you, you ain't gonna beat it. That's a promise. None of you Houston niggas ain't. None of them. You put me in this situation and Trump know what was going on. This was about Social Security. My mission is bigger than yours. I have asked for the arrest of the. I have this. I asked for the arrest of everybody. God said you can lock me up and do what you does, but remember this: I am still gonna fight. You can put me in a crazy home and you lie with racism intent because y'all got a problem. Because y'all got a problem. I will still fight. You can do what you want to do. I would still fight on everything. If you really want to, come on. Let me tell you, God have always been by my side since New Orleans, and He had never left it. We have a lot to learn. We have a lot to learn in this situation. Ain't nobody no hip hop cop. I work for God, and God has sent me in a major way. God said, "I tell your loved ones I'm in my heaven sleeping, but they don't know my spirit have left my heavens." That's not cool to lie on somebody to come up. You're responsible for your own friend death, for your selfish and your greed. You don't even know. I got the New York network, and I talked to some hotels, but I'm the bad guy. DJ Envy, one person. He one person in all this. He one person. But Trump knows, right? But I'm the bad guy. What my lawyer and racism does. Huh. I guess racism of black and white, they gotta keep eating while we lose, right? Right? It's sad what was said in Carrollton, Texas. Now I gotta ask for the arrest of what that is. The arrest of Washington Justice Department. I filed a civil right. It talks about local government discriminate, banks, hotel, police violence. This happened in the police violence, and all the rest of those things that happen. Why do I gotta go through so much bullshit when my fight was so much bigger? We'll never understand, right? We'll never understand the fight and what is greater, right? We'll never understand what is the greater. Because as soon as they keep letting y'all get away with stuff, we lose. Soon as they let the business Governor Abbott keep letting the people that got a problem with disability, we lose at the end, right? We the one that lose, right? God children lose over everything. But we lose. We lose while we understand it. But God said you can have my body and you can't have my spirit. I guess through all the bullshit, I told him and Addison when they was sitting up there talking about you acting like that, people not gonna believe me. When the mayor hired those cars and tunned 911 tunned me and didn't want to help, what's the sense for that? What's the sense for that? Huh? But y'all get away with things, huh? The mayor get a pat on the shoulder and he get to look like the good guy. It's really sad, right? I guess God said when you if they able to do something, you still gotta get back out there and fight, right? You still gotta get back out there and fight, right? But why they keep making it and they keep Let me tell you. Let me tell you. God said you have many gifts, but you play with your gifts. You play with them while others suffer. While others suffer to heal, and they are not they self, and they wish they can they look in your eyes, even in the wheelchair, they look in you and wish they was different. They wish they had the ability of you, God said. They are crying to me and wish that they had the ability as you. But sometimes they need to love who they are inside to understand the greater good, the power of them, and understand these things or how things are done. It was about Social Security, and y'all took it way out of compulsion. I understand my words, but I had to get to Social Security. But you're dumb and you're retarded and you're stupid and you want me to be a part of God said I would never be part of your racism and lies. I would never be part of Texas and Dallas hip hop racism and lies. We will always stand different, but you're willing to kill us. And I work from Boosie. I've been going to church since I was in New Orleans on the West Bank. I went to Berman Elementary, went to Fantasy Williams, stayed in the railroad, went to George Cox, and I went to church. And I went to church, 5 churches down here. And you had the nerve to say something because you wanted to lie? You hug a woman and I hug God. I hug the flag of God while you hug a body. You just love my money. God told me to tell you, you will have my money, but you will never have my spirit. Tell my enemy that their spirit is being sought out. I'm walking and being myself. They didn't want to interact with me. They wanted to make it all about MO3 and all of them wanted to come up in Garland and everybody. Let me do me. Let me do me. God said, let me do us. Let his children do us. Let us do us. Let us do us. But God said, when I tell your loved ones I'm in my heaven sleeping, but my spirit has left my heavens and into the heart that is pure. God say, I always know when my heavens are being tampered with. I always know when my heavens are being tampered with. Jesus and I sit 1,000 feet away from my gates. I have your former body waiting on me. Your spirit will enter your body, and I have your former body waiting on me. But God said, even though I sit 1,000 feet away from my gates in your former body, you will be standing by my. I see your spirit. My angels see that. I see through my angels. Y'all want to continue to argue? Why should I argue over some who had this and I've been networking the longest? Why arguments and I came back from Atlanta and I started communicating with the community about my social media. I'm at the Garland Library connecting with everybody. Why should I stop when I'm connecting with the kids? Why should I stop and things of truth are not being told? Why should God stop and the truth is not being told? What happened at that Garland Library and grown ass men and women was acting like a damn child. But they willing to kill something. You're responsible for MO3 death. Y'all and y'all selfish ass behavior are arguing amongst each other. You know what God said? We choose life. We choose to come together over arguments, over to use bullets against each other. We choose life. We choose to come together as a team than argue. I choose life. I choose to come together with God and me and my people and all of us. We choose life. What you choose? To destroy each other? To not to come together as a nation with God? God said, I wish you the best of luck, Boosie. But I'm about to sit down and watch TV. You don't know those little kids in Willow been playing on mall. They were so happy about my idea. They were so happy about my idea. But how about they wish not gonna come true because a bunch of selfish people don't want to tell the truth? How about that? How about the kids that I talked to at the Willington Mall? Their dream is not gonna true. This project is not gonna come true because of lies. I have always known my mission. You know, as a little kid, I always wanted to be more. I always thought about more when I was 6 or 7 years old. I saw the kids doing stuff and I always wanted to do more. I always wanted to be more. It's something. I barely know how to ride a bike and I tried every time. I didn't start talking till I was 10. I tried every time. When I got stabbed, after I got out from the court, the doctor, and I had to go to court, my friends taught me how to swim in the east apartment where Wayne them was. I never forget those lessons. I'll never forget the thing at Newman at Fantasy Williams. Every time I mess up, people in the symbols used to talk to me. They used to tell me, Hubert, listen. God said, never forget what you have learned and your friends that you have grown up with, not just in Texas, also in New Orleans. I used to act like The Rock and Stone Cold. BG cousin used to tell me, Hubert, stay your bad ass out of trouble. I used to pull cold drink and Stone Cold stunning people and do things. And you smell with The Rock, Darlene and Baby and everybody in the East used to get on my ass. Hubert, your ass crazy. You act like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I remember seeing BG with a green and black motorcycle. You know, I never forget the things that people taught me in Fantasy Williams. Get my ass, the drum major. The drum major, oh man. My band teacher, I got hit with a joystick, but my band teacher used to, every time I talked to the cheerleaders or mess with the horse, he used to get on my ass. It's this guy that smacked the girl and peed in her mouth. And we used to be in gym, and he used to get on my. But let me tell you something. He also used to tell me, Hugh, I need you to listen. I need you to listen. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the beat, and that was the most important thing. We must have had our differences and things, But when we started to actually, and I started to venture out in school, I had regular people and get in the band more. Bam, man, I never forget. They got this guy named Chris on the West Bank with Wardell, Toby, baby. They call Wardell Pussy Lips because he had on one thing. And Chris on the West Bank when they shot 10 Cash Money Records, they shot that. And I remember one day, he said, Hubert, I used to miss a lot of footballs. And Hubert, you better catch this football. God said, I want you to remember the discipline that I gave you, your friend Chris. And he used to play park when he got older. Remember the things that he told you. I remember I used to step on a berm and got a gym. They got a used to have a gym and they got a playground and they got a field and the same thing, the school across the street. And they had all 51 states and I used to step on God say, you have never forgot about me. And I used to God say, you remember me. You have always. And I want you to keep that. But God bless everybody. But God told me one thing. Keep your spirit open and forgive family. That what matters the most. There's a lot of mystery to me that I still have to understand. But I know who I am. And I'm ready to push forward in life and get it done. Get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done. I can't wait to go to film production. I can't wait to just be a part of something greater. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see y'all later though. And Boosie, man, I wish it didn't have to be like this. You know what you said in inbox, but let me tell you, Trump said I charge the people 14, 15% to come to America. If I leave here and people all over the world want to be on my team, I have talked to people in Paris, London, and different places, and people wanted to be on my team. You won't have a hip hop. You won't have a country or rock. You will be wiped out completely. You don't know what's going on here. You don't know what is actually the country as you know it in gospel will be wiped out as you know it. Hip hop will be wiped out as you know it. But Governor Abbott making me deal with because he know too much. I didn't give them my account. And I want you to know that. I actually legislated the Texas senators, but I work for them, right? Trump was following me and had government agents on my social media on since UP Live. And I caught on a little bit, but I caught on enough time that I caught on. But we gotta always lose, right? You know what I told the civil rights? That money came with pain. It didn't come with everything. It came with racism. It came when I had to walk off on everybody dealing with this. Walk off. It didn't come with fun. When I'm dealing with Social Security, it didn't come with fun. I still had to deal with racism with black people in 1216 and some of them would charge them. When a Russell pulled me in with a black girl put me and say, fuck New Orleans, and you dumb and you retarded in Walmart 1216 in Carrollton. But God said we have to be cool and we have to deal with Doug Miller, right? I'm asking for my money. And Russell not going to tell her. Russell's not going to remember everything, but God said, I remember. But they still, you don't understand my fight, but you don't care because you care about yourself, you and your communities. But God said, I wish you the best of luck. It's sad. You don't know God like you said you know God.